Mulch is a great way to protect your plants all year long. Besides acting as a top dressing, it helps plants stay healthy by encouraging root development. It improves soil by making more nutrients available to plants and adds an attractive, water-smart finishing touch to your landscape design. It also will save you valuable time since mulching your garden will reduce weeding, watering, and fighting pests. There are many options when it comes to choosing mulch. It just depends on what you like and how you plan to use your landscape. When designing your water-smart landscape, you'll first want to decide whether to use organic or inorganic mulch. Both types have advantages and some drawbacks, so think about your landscape's needs before buying and laying mulch in your landscape. Avid gardeners prefer to use organic mulch because the material is living. Organic options include bark, wood chips, straw, leaves, grass clippings, compost, and pine needles. While not all of these mulches will withstand the elements, they provide long-term benefits to your landscape.
Well, with organic mulches, like everything else, there are choices and there's different types of products that you might select for one application over another. For general landscape, you're going to want to have something fairly durable, something that has some coarse bark to it or a shredded bark that's going to persist a little bit, because the primary purpose is aesthetic, but also a good layer of mulch will provide many benefits of water conservation. But the benefit of organic mulches in particular is that as they break down over time, they are going to help build up that soil.
As organic mulches slowly decompose, they provide organic matter, which helps keep the soil loose. Loose soil allows water to penetrate better, reducing water use. While organic mulch is recommended, be careful of some common pitfalls. For example, applying wood chips too heavily can injure plants, while straw and lawn clippings can contain weed seeds and diseases. Before adding mulch to your landscape, talk to gardening experts or visit a local nursery for expert advice. Inorganic mulches are popular because they are decorative and add an interesting touch to your landscape. Rock, pebbles, gravel, stone, plastic, and decomposed granite are all inorganic mulches. While the textures and colors of these types of mulches are aesthetically pleasing, there is a downside to using inorganic material.
The real downside to them is that they collect and absorb a lot of heat, which then comes off those, so these landscapes can be very hot. And I think this model of just covering our yards with gravel and not really bringing living material in, trees and shrubs that shade the ground, is sort of a problem for us in the environment because it does create other environmental issues. It is effective at conserving moisture, and that's one of the primary things. Aesthetically, it's nice to finish it off, but we treat it sort of just like we would picking a carpet or another material that we put on the floor, and we want to sort of maintain it that way.
When it comes to choosing inorganic mulch for your landscape, consider how you use your yard and the amount of time you want to spend on maintenance. If you have pets or young children who play in the yard frequently, avoid small rock or decomposed granite, which can kick up easily and spread to other areas. Most importantly, choose a mulch that will actually benefit your landscape. In addition to protecting plants, mulch serves as a weed barrier and insulates soil and plants in winter months, while cooling the soil and reducing water use during hot months.
Well, mulch by its very nature and application is the most effective way for conserving water in our soils, because what it does is it actually creates a blanket, a covering on top of the surface. And whether that be an inorganic or an organic mulch, it functions the same way. And so that basically the heat strikes the top of the surface there, but down underneath it's cooler. So you actually get natural condensation of moisture underneath that mulch, and it keeps the moisture there. So that is the nature of the water conserving action that takes place with mulches, and it's very effective.
Buy enough mulch to lay at least 2 to 3 inches, depending on your landscape's needs and your personal preference. Mulch is sold in cubic yards. Lastly, prepare your landscape before adding mulch.
Well, when you're applying mulch, if it's an organic mulch, essentially you want to make sure that your surface is prepared, that you're finished planting, and you want to get the grade set there first, and then you come back in with a layer of mulch on top. When you're talking about an organic mulch, you can place up to about a 3 to 4 inch, or in a broader area, even up to a 6-inch layer of organic mulch in the landscape. But as you get closer to the plant material, you want to thin that out. You don't want to have a 6-inch layer or even a 3 or 4 inch layer of mulch right up against a tree trunk or a plant.
Once it's laid down, organic mulch needs to be refreshed once a year at most. Rock-based products typically last longer. Done right, mulching will look beautiful in your landscape, reduce water use, and promote healthy plant growth. For more mulching how-tos, visit snwa.com.